Hi guys, welcome to another unboxing with Melissa. Today I have a nostalgic unboxing for you, and it's a really exciting one. More Goosebumps stuff. Yay! Now, I am sure at one point in my life I own this, because I recognize it. I cannot find it anywhere, so I must not have it anymore. I must not have brought it over when I moved countries, because I don't have it, and if I did have it, I would have it in this house. But it is the complete set of Goosebumps trading cards. Awesome. I know, guys. And I got this off eBay, still in the pack, couldn't resist as soon as I saw it. I saw Johnny Tellez open a pack from his Bobos, and then I went, I want those, I know I had them. We looked online, found them, yay! So, it says they're all 54 Series 1 cards plus 6 embossed foil cards. Available nowhere else. So, I've got them. You can open it up, and you can see some of the embossed cards. So we've got Curly here in bed reading. We have Stay Out of the Basements, Plant Monster. I cannot remember what this one is from. I'm sure it will tell me. It's one of the camp related ones, I'm sure. So it says on here that we've got Relive Your Best Nightmares. Spooky story cards illustrating the first 12 best-selling books. So it's only the first 12 books. So yeah. Oh, so it must be. Is it Camp Jelly Jam? Must be Camp Jelly Jam. I think it's Camp Jelly Jam or Camp Nightmare. I can't remember. It'll tell me. Ghouls Gallery puzzle cards, Slappy the Mummy and more. Goosebumps TV cards, photos from the hit series. Yes. Plus 6 eerie embossed foil cards. Available nowhere else in this box, though. So we're going to open this up. This is from, when was this made? 1996! I did own this. I remember this. I remember this box. I remember these cards, so I know I own this. I just don't know where it is if I do own it anymore. It apparently retailed for $12.99, and it's Topps cards. So we're going to open it up, and we're going to look inside. So, open. Nothing else in the box. So we've got a tray with 3 decks of cards. It smells old. Looks like they're all sealed up okay. But there is a slight musty smell, probably from the box. So put the box aside, because they are going to go back in there after, but open up. We're going to start with this one, because I can't remember what book that is, and that's bothering me. So we're going to start with this one, and we're going to open these up. So there's quite a few cards in each deck. And there's an easy way of doing this. There we go. That's easy enough. Didn't need the scissors. Have them there. So what book is this? Camp Nightmare. Got it wrong. Thought it was. Oh no. Maybe it's not. No, it is Camp Nightmare. I couldn't remember if it was Jelly Jam first or Camp Nightmare, and it was Camp Nightmare. So we've got someone in a boat trying to rescue someone that's drowning. And it says a little description on the back and who the art is by. And it says Raging River Rescue. I'm not going to read all that, guys. If you want to read it, I will let you pause it. So yeah, so it just describes a scene in the book. The camp was called Camp Moon Night. It tells you actual spoilers. That's not good. So it's actually the scene of Larry takes Billy and 2 other campers on a canoe trip. When they hit the white water, Larry falls overboard and Billy must dive in to rescue him. Yeah. I'm not going to read the whole thing because that's just too much. But that's the scene it's showing. I'll read out the scenes, but I'm not going to read the whole description. So we've got another one. That was card number 27, which is one of my lucky numbers. So awesome. Used to be my number in softball. So we've got this one here, which I do not recognize. This is another Camp Nightmare. So what scene is this? Bean Ball. Mike's hand begins to swell up, but Larry, their counselor, ignores the problem. He tells Mike that there's no nurse at Camp Night Moon. Strange things continue to happen. Campers go on hikes and never return. He finds a week's worth of camper letters to home that were never mailed. No letters from his parents ever arrive. He calls his folks, but finds that the phone is a fake, and Mike and all this stuff disappeared. During a ball game, Billy sees Larry purposely throw a hard ball right into Colin's head. Colin collapses on the ground, seeing double. It was an accident, explains Larry. but Colin knows it's a lie. Oh, I see. So it actually tells the whole story. Wow, it says it continued on card number 27. So it's telling you the whole book. Should be doing these the other way around, I guess. They're in the wrong order. So yeah, so that one is Colin getting hit with a ball. It looks very painful, Colin. We'll do the last one for Camp Jelly Jam, and then I'll go the other way around because it makes more sense that way. Because it introduces the book, and then I will read them out, I guess. I thought it was just going to be a description of the book. So we've got someone being bitten by a snake in multiple places. Snake gotten into the butt, into their bunk, and hurt them. So, snake bite. Everything at Camp Night Moon is weird. It starts with the bus trip up. Billy and the other campers are left out in the middle of nowhere as their bus driver drives away. Strange, scary animals gather and eye the campers hungrily. Just at the last minute, Uncle Al, the camp director, arrives and fires his gun to scare away animals. Oh, I remember this one. This is the one with the gun in it. But, like, there's normally not guns in Goosebumps books, and this is a weird one for having that. Uncle Al brings the campers to Camp Moon Night, and they get settled in their bunks. Suddenly, Mike screams out. There's a snake in his bed. As Mike goes to remove it, the snake bites him on the hand. Mike shrieks in pain. It hurts, he cries. I hope it's not poisonous. I hope not. My partner is laughing. I hope it's not poisonous. Well, it is a Goosebump book, so he's probably okay. Probably. No one dies in Goosebump books, do they? Oh, wait, actually, someone has died in Goosebump books. Never mind. Let's forget that. We're going to go the other way around. Okay, so we are starting, this is book 1. So if I do it the other way, then it'll make more sense. So we want card 1. That would make sense. So this is card 1, I think. Yeah, card number 1. So this is Welcome to Dead House. We can tell because there's dead people eating at a dinner table. They are a dead family, and there's someone watching them from behind. So this is Amanda's dream. Josh and Amanda are miserable. They are moving today into a creepy old house in a strange town called Dark Falls. That afternoon in the yard, Amanda sees a mysterious blonde boy in her room standing by the window. That would be very scary. Random person in your room. She races upstairs, but her room is empty. That night, Amanda has a terrifying nightmare. In this ghastly dream, Amanda and her family are sitting around the dining table. Her best friend Kathy gasps as she peers through the window at them. Their faces are gone, their gray-green skulls exposed. They all look green to me. Deep black eye sockets sit where their eyes had been. The dinner plates in front of them are filled with human bones! Continue on to card 2. Put that up so you guys can read it. Yeah, it's a very strange image of skeletons eating skeletons. But they still have hair, so we can tell who they are. And wear clothes. And drink coffee. Okay. Notice the portrait in the back is perfectly fine. Weird. Okay, so this is number 2. So continuing on, we're still at Welcome to Dead House. And we've got a whole bunch of like zombies. Stop glaring. There we go. A whole bunch of zombies surrounding these 2 kids with really bad 90s hair. Okay, so Circle of Doom. The next day, Josh and Amanda meet some of the kids who live in their new neighborhood. They are amazed to discover that each of the strangely quiet kids has lived in their house. Well, that would be very strange. Is there only one house in the town? Weird. The kids, several with baseball bats. I'm getting flashbacks to The Walking Dead now. And form a circle around Josh and Amanda. The terror grows as the circle tightens. Terrifying mood is broken when Mr. Dawes, the real estate agent who helped Amanda and Josh's parents buy their house, approaches them. He asks the kids what they are doing. Quickly, they explain that they're going to play baseball. But after a few innings, the cloudy sky clears up and the sun blazes down. All the neighborhood kids race from the field as fast as they can. Okay. Now, do these look like children in the background? Not to me. They don't look like children to me. They look like adults, and yeah, if zombie adults came at me with baseball bats, I'd be a bit concerned like these kids are. Seriously, R.L. Stine, what's going on? Oh my god, their hair gets worse. Notice how bad their hair is in this? Look at how bad it gets. Wow, that's one hell of a perm. They're like perm twins. Oh, look at this zombie. That's a really cool zombie. Look at his eye hanging out. That is awesome. I like this zombie. That's like a Walking Dead kind of zombie. Greg Nicotero, make note. I want to see one of these in The Walking Dead next season. Cool. So, Death of the Living Dead. One night, Josh and Amanda search for their missing dog in the dark, creepy graveyard. They discover the names of the neighborhood kids on the gravestones. All the kids are dead, they realize. They are the living dead! Ray, the blonde boy, who Amanda had spotted in her room, suddenly appears. Again? Is he stalking her? Josh turns his flashlight onto Ray, and Ray's face melts away. Wow. The light can destroy them. Josh and Amanda realize. In the graveyard amphitheater, Josh and Amanda find their parents tied up. The living dead of the dark forest surround them. Josh and Amanda struggle to push over a dead tree. Brilliant sunlight pours in, burning up the living dead, and Josh, Amanda, and their parents are saved. Was there no light before this? Are they in Alaska? This is very strange that there would be no light before this, and the living dead zombies wouldn't have burnt up before that. Okay, so that's them pushing over the tree to kill the zombies. Okay, that sounds a lot worse than I remember the book being. I don't remember it being that kind of terrifying, but that sounds really bad. Okay, now we're on to stay out of the basement. So, we're being attacked by plant monsters, it looks like. It's card number 4, Terrible Tundrils. Apparently I picked these cards up in the right order, so that's great. Ever since Casey and Margaret's dad got fired from his research job, things have been a little weird around the house. Dad is now doing his plant experiments down in the basement, but he won't talk to anybody, and they hardly ever see him. Casey and Margaret decide to check out what Dad's been up to. There, they find a hot human laboratory filled with creepy plants and trees. It's so hot that Casey takes off his shirt. Okay. When they go back upstairs, they realize that Casey has left his t-shirt in the basement. Okay, that's plot device. Okay, I wondered why he had to take off his shirt. Casey dashes back downstairs. Casey, Margaret calls. She rushes to the basement and finds Casey in the viney grasp of one of their dad's plants. Now, sorry guys, I'm just picturing Goosebumps Live from this, because actually I quite liked Goosebumps Live. Interpretation of this one was my favorite one, and it was like a boyfriend and a girlfriend, and like he was keeping the plants down there and she went to go discover it. So yeah, I was like, why is this kid not got a shirt on? He's like, plot device. That's why. Okay. Good to know. Okay, we've got more. These kids do not look the same from one card to another. Okay. So, this is the plant dad eating Wonder Grow plant food. Can't say Miracle Grow, I guess. Apparently not. He's got green hair coming out of his cap. And he's like Snow White. Okay, good, it says. Margaret helps free Casey from the grip of the evil plant, but their troubles are just beginning. Over the next few weeks, Dad appears more and more plant-like himself. His skin turns green and leafy, and Margaret even catches him eating plant food. I'd be very concerned about them and suggest he goes to the doctor if he does that. Their dad warns Casey and Margaret to never go in the basement. Never. However, when their dad goes to pick up their mom at the airport, Casey and Margaret slip back downstairs where they find their dad and he's all tied up. So is the mother in on this as well? I can't remember. I really can't. It's a long time ago since I read this book. Maybe I need to reread all the Goosebump books. What do you guys think? Should I reread all the Goosebump books? We can discuss them. You can have like a Goosebump book club. Okay, so we got 2 plant dads and completely different girl. Well, it looks like this one. But who this girl is, I don't know, because she looks nothing like the other one. Okay, so we've got 2 plant dads, one wearing a baseball cap, one without. Okay, double dads. These are as cheesy as the book covers for Goosebumps. Casey and Margaret find their dad tied up in the basement. Margaret unties him, but Casey says, "You can't be Dad, he's at the airport." Suddenly, another dad appears on the top of the stairs. He's an imposter. The dad at the top of the stairs says, "Destroy him!" Who says that to their kid? Destroy him! That's so random.
There's a spider in the bath. Destroy him!
There's apparently a spider in the bath. Destroy him! This is supposed to be their father, and this other guy coming in saying, "Destroy your father!" Margaret figures out which one is the real one, the dad who calls her by her special nickname, Princess. Wow, what a special nickname. No one would have ever guessed that one. Dad destroys the fake dad. He explains that to his family about secret experiments, mixing plant and animal DNA. The end. Except for we're not going to talk about the twist ending, are we? Apparently we're not going to say that the dad might be another plant. We're not sure. Twist ending on that one. We're going to forget that, though. I like how these have these little spiders on here as well, and they're all different colors. Such the Goosebumps logo. Oh, this is my favorite. I remember this one. This is a really good card. So this is Monster Blood, and this kid is being attacked by a cat. And his aunt is, like, looking on in glee. She's like, "Yay!" And why is, like, the TV cracked as well? Wow, this is a weird card, but I like this one. I really, this brings back memories. So, ghastly greetings, and this is Monster Blood, the first one. Evan is not happy. While his parents are away looking for a house in the new city, he has to stay with his weird old aunt, Catherine. Catherine can't hear, and she lives in a creepy old house. Like most Goosebumps books. They always separate the kids from the parents. This is very strange. And worst of all, Aunt Catherine's evil cat, Sarah Beth. Sarah Beth has jet black eyes Sarah Beth is jet black with flashing yellow eyes. The second Evan walks through the door, she leaps onto his head. This is a random cat. "Get this cat off of me!" he shouts. This is not good writing, guys. But of course, Aunt Catherine can't hear him. When Evan finally pries Sarah Beth loose, he notices Aunt Catherine and gasps. Aunt Catherine is standing in the hall holding a large sharp knife dripping with blood. What? What? She's not holding a knife in this picture. She's just like, "Yay! Sarah Beth, kill Evan!" Okay, these are very concerning. I do not remember ants with dripping knife blood. These are weird. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, look. Evan is drowning in the monster blood in what looks kind of like a bathtub, I guess. Okay, Tub of Terror. I've been slicing some beef, Aunt Catherine explains, pointing at the knife. Okay, why didn't you leave it in the kitchen then? Evan breathes a sigh of relief. The next day, Evan meets a girl named Andy. Normal girl name, yeah. They go to a rundown toy store and buy a very old can of something called Monster Blood. When they open the can, they discover that it's filled with green, drippy, gooey green slime. When Evan's dog accidentally eats some, he begins to grow larger and larger. Then the monster blood itself begins to grow. It grows so huge that Evan must dump it in the bathtub. I'd be very concerned about this. Suddenly, Sarah Beth pounces on Evan, knocking him into the tub. A cat knocked a human being into the tub. Wow. That cat's got it in for him, I think. The sticky monster blood pulls him down, down, down. Continued on card 9. No cat to be seen here. Okay. This is our last of our story of the monster blood. So we've got someone being attacked by the monster blood. I'm guessing this is Andy and Evan. Someone's got really bad furniture and the house looks horrible. So Sarah Beth sucked in. Evan finally pulls himself out of the tub full of monster blood. But the expanding green blob comes after Aunt Catherine. Oh no! The green blob corners Aunt Catherine in her house. As Evan and Andy look on in horror. "This is all your fault!" Aunt Catherine screams, pointing at Sarah Beth. It's a cat's fault? Sarah Beth transforms from a cat into a young woman. "She's a witch!" Aunt Catherine shouts. "But her spell on me, the keeping me deaf and trapped in this house, is now broken." Why? Evan's suddenly enormous dog bounds into the room. He knocks Sarah Beth into the monster blood blob. She's sucked into her doom. Aunt Catherine is free. But what happened to the monster blood? It has disappeared? Where'd it all go? There was a bathtub full, apparently. Poor Sarah Beth. Shouldn't have been a witch. Shouldn't have cursed that woman and somehow it got broken. We don't know. These are R.L. Stine plot holes. Sorry, guys. We should know. We should know better. Okay, so this is one of my favorite books, Say Cheese and Dies. One of the first ones I ever read. Oh, stop with the glare. So we've got 4 kids looking very, like, mystified that they're holding a camera. They haven't actually seen the camera do anything yet. They're just like, wow, I've never seen a camera that old before. They're used to iPhones. Okay, curious camera. There is not much to do in the small town of Pitt's Landing. That is a horrible name for a town. Pitt's Landing. That's bad. So, 4 friends, Michael, Sherry, Greg, and Doug, also known as Bird. Why? Guess it was cool in the 90s. Decide to explore the creepy old Kaufman house. Down the basement, Greg discovers an old camera. As Michael clowns around on the basement stairs, Greg snaps a picture of him. A few seconds later, the banister breaks. Michael plunges in the basement floor. As his friends help Michael to his feet, Greg looks at the picture taken by the instant developing camera. Shows Michael's fall, but Greg remembers shooting the picture before Michael fell. What happened? I wonder. Ooh, I remember the car. The car wrecked. Yeah, the car gets wrecked. I remember that bit. Predictions of peril. The 4 friends run away from the house, but over the next few days, strange things start to happen. Each time Greg takes a picture, the photo that pops out is not the one he shot. Why would you keep taking pictures, son? You wouldn't. You'd stop taking pictures. Instead, it's a photo of something terrible, and everything the photo shows comes true. Stop taking pictures. One picture shows Bird getting hurt while playing baseball. A few minutes later, Bird does get hurt. When Greg takes a picture of Sherry at her birthday party, she does not appear in the photo. A few minutes later, she vanishes. When Greg takes a photo of his dad's brand new car, the photo shows a car that's totally destroyed. Will this happen too? I'm guessing yes. I'm guessing it does happen, because I remember reading it. Okay. Oh, here we go. So there's the evil camera taking a picture of the evil guy. Yeah, evil guy. Must be evil. He's wearing black, so that's our hint. We're not too subtle in Goosebumps books. We have to remember not to be subtle. It was the 90s. Evil Unleashed. The next day, Greg's dad is in a serious car accident and the new car is destroyed, just like in the picture. And then when Sherry is finally found, she doesn't remember where she's been for the last 2 days. That Sherry. This camera is evil, Greg concludes. Greg and Sherry go back to the Kaufman house and return the camera. But as they start to go, a creepy man stops them. I am Dr. This is a tongue twister. Fredericks. Okay. The man says, my partner who is a master of dark arts. Master of dark arts.
That's where J.K.
Yeah, that's where J.K. Rowling got it from. This is only the 4th Goosebumps book. J.K. Rowling, I'm on to you. Master of Dark Arts created the evil camera. Now it is mine. And now you will never know, because you know of its power, you can never leave this house. Okay. Sherry grabs for the camera and the camera goes off, taking a picture of Dr. Fredericks. The picture shows him dead of fright. Will the photo come true? Will Greg and Sherry escape? I'm guessing they do. And I'm guessing the picture comes true. And this guy dies, unfortunately, because, like, he happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time, and he was a master of the dark arts. Apparently, he was going to go work at Hogwarts. Maybe he didn't get an interview. I'm kind of disappointed. Okay. Next one is The Curse of the Mummy's Tomb. So we've got our protagonist, Gabe, falling through into the mummy's tomb. These are weird drawings, some of these. Pyramid plunge. Gabe is so excited. He's on a vacation with his family in Egypt. Yay! When Gabe's parents are called away on business, once again, we're getting rid of the parents. I have no idea why we keep doing this. He gets to stay with his Aunt Ben, not Aunt Ben, his Uncle Ben. Wow, another Uncle Ben. Where's Spider-Man? And his cousin, Sorry. Uncle Ben is a famous archaeologist who's been studying the pyramids. Wonder if he makes rice. Something very strange has been happening at the pyramids. 2 of Uncle Ben's workers have become mysteriously ill. As Egyptian scientist named Ahmed, who's been working with Uncle Ben, says that the sickness is caused by the ancient curse. They should probably listen to him. Uncle Ben doesn't believe in the curse. He goes into the pyramid to investigate, taking Gabe and Sorry with him. When Gabe stops to tie a shoe, he loses the other. Suddenly, the stone floor beneath him cracks open, and Gabe plunges into the blackness below. Poor Gabe. Okay. Oh, no. This looks really bad. Look at this. He's shutting them in the pyramid, in the tomb. Gabe's like, no! Cheesy ponytail as well. Okay. Case closed. Wait. Is the case closed already? Okay. Gabe hits the floor hard. He lands in a large room filled with mummies, mummy-making tools, and a pit of tar. This is really weird, he thinks. This stuff looks like it was all recently used. How would he know? Just then, Sorry appears. We've been looking all over for you, Sorry says. Suddenly, Ahmed enters the room. You and your uncle have violated the sacred chamber of Princess Kala. He says, I am her descendant, and I must carry out the curse. What? You will be made into mummies wrapped while you are still alive. Technically, that's not possible, because, like, mummies are embalmed and their organs are removed, so you couldn't still be alive and be a mummy. Just saying. Ahmed says when Uncle Ben shows up, he smashes the archaeologist in the head with a torch and seals him into the mummy's case. He orders Gabe and Sorry into another case. Ahmed begins to close the lid to seal them inside forever. Whoops, that way. I wonder how they'll get out of this one. I don't know. Does someone have a gun that would be very useful right now? Only in the one book, apparently. Oh, look. Wow, that's a horrible sweatshirt she's wearing. That is really bad. Oh, look, the mummies are coming alive. Oh, good. Boiling bath. The lid of the mummy case slides over Gabe and Sorry. Hey, Gabe cries. There's someone else in here with us. It's Uncle Ben! Uncle Ben to the rescue, guys. How do you get out of your mummy case and into ours? Sorry asks. Easy, Uncle Ben replies. These ancient mummy cases were always built with a secret doorway so the corpse soul could leave. I know that because I'm an archaeologist. I'm sure he added that in as well. Gabe, Sorry, and Uncle Ben slip out of the secret doorway in the case, but they're caught again by Ahmed. Oh, 3 of you will die in the flaming tar pit. Okay. Yeah. He exclaims. Gabe reaches into his pocket and pulls out the mummy's hand. Where's the mummy's hand come from? We were never mentioned the mummy's hand at this point. Good luck charm he always carries. He's always carried it, apparently. It's not come out of nowhere. Suddenly, all the mummies in the crypt come alive, and they chase Ahmed from the room. Sorry, Uncle Ben and Gabe escape from the pyramid. Well, isn't that useful? He could have just, like, had some mace, and that also would have worked. But he had to have the mummy's hand instead. This is turning into a very long video. Sorry, guys. We still have 2 more packs after this. This is going to be a 3-parter for sure. Okay, we're starting a new book. So we get doing Let's Get Invisible. Oh, one of my favorite titles. So we've got some kids here. Got one of them trapped in the mirror. They look very concerned about this. Dangerous disappearance. Max can't believe it's raining. Really? That's what you're going to start with? Today is his 12th birthday party and he has to have it inside. Oh my god. Worst thing ever. So Max and his friends Zach, Aaron, and April, along with his little brother Lefty. His parents named his brother Lefty. I hope that's a nickname. Decide to explore his house house's musty old attic, because that's what you do. They wouldn't just play video games and watch TV. Instead, they go into the attic, because that's what you do when it's raining out. In the attic, they find a secret door. The door opens a hidden room, because, yeah, secret door, hidden room. Inside the room, they find an old mirror with a light above it. Very useful. That way you can see into it. Max flips on the light, and his friends all stare in horror. Max disappears. Ooh. Is this some kind of trick? Aaron asks. Yeah, Aaron asks. Yeah, April adds, like an optical illusion. No, Max replies in a terrified voice. I'm really invisible! Oh, goodness. It's even cheesier on this description than in the actual book, I'm sure. I don't remember it being quite this cheesy. I know they are, but the descriptions on these cards are just, like, they're comedy gold, really. Okay, so we've got Invisible Boy. It looks like teasing brother, sibling, friend, I can't remember. And they're eating really horrible green soup that kind of looks like monster blood. Okay, floating food. These are so exciting. What would happen if you didn't have the whole set? Because you wouldn't have the whole story. I mean, it kind of works as a whole set, but you wouldn't have the whole story, so that'd be very confusing to have one or two and not know the whole story unless you read them all, I guess. Floating food. A few seconds later, Max flips off the light above the mirror and reappears. His friends all want to turn invisible. What would it accomplish? They didn't do anything with their invisibility. They should have robbed a bank. They agree to meet later in the week to each have a turn. Why? The day arrives and the four friends plus Lefty race to the attic. Each kid is trying to stay invisible longer than the others. Max stays invisible for over 5 minutes, but then he starts to feel strange. He feels as if he's being pulled away from the room. Before the kids can figure out what's going on, Max's mom announces that his grandparents are here, and his friends have to leave. Max joins his parents and grandparents at the dinner table, but there's no sign of Lefty. Suddenly, a bowl of soup and a glass of water rise in the air all by themselves. Lefty, how could you? How could you? They'll find out. Okay, now we've got evil Max and normal Max and really bad hair. Really bad 90s hair. Yay! Reverse reflections. Stop it, Lefty, Max whispers. Max races upstairs, followed by his invisible brother. When Lefty returns to view, Max is sure there's something strange about him. But what? Now it's Max's turn. He's invisible for 12 minutes, and he feels himself sucked into the mirror. His evil reflection is waiting for him there. You will remain inside the mirror, the reflection says. I will take your place in the real world. This is so literal. Max outruns his reflection and returns to the attic. Lefty tosses a ball at Max's reflection. The mirror shatters. Later he plays catch with Lefty. Max realizes there's something different about Lefty. His left-handed brother is now throwing with his right hand. Oh my goodness. Plot twist.
What is the chance of calling a kid Lefty?
And him being left-handed. I know. What are the chances? Seriously. It's fate, you know. Oh wow, these are so bad. This is probably the worst portrayal of the living dummy I've ever seen. Check out this card. Mr. Wood is literally throwing up on this girl. Oh, this poor girl in her really ugly dress. The puke kind of helps it. I mean, if they would have thrown up on the other one, at least it's puke-colored shirt she's wearing, so it would have worked really well. But, oh well. I can't remember if Chris is meant to be a girl or a boy, because I can't tell from that. Can we tell from this? No? I guess Chris is a boy. It looks like a boy, I guess. So this is Night of Living Dummy, first one. So we're focused on Mr. Wood, not Sloppy in this one, so remember that, guys. Chris and her twin sister. Okay, I guess they are girls, even though she looks like a boy. Like, a lot like a boy. Liddy? Who names their kids this? Always compete in everything. When Liddy finds a ventriloquist dummy she names Slappy, Chris wants a dummy too. And then the weeks go by and Liddy gets better and better at doing her act with Slappy. She gets work performing at parties, which only make Chris more jealous. One day their dad brings home a dummy for Chris. She names him Mr. Wood and gets to work on her own act. because ventriloquism was so popular in the 90s. I remember so much of that happening. When Chris is asked to perform with Mr. Wood at a school concert, because that happened, the dummy comes to life. He insults Miss Berman, the music teacher, then he spits foul green gunk right at her. So that's supposed to be the music teacher, I guess. She kind of deserves it for wearing that dress, I think. That is a horrible dress. Okay. We're on to a deadly dummy. This is very disturbing. So, the dummy seems to be strangling this child. Look at his nose. Oh, goodness. Deadly dummy. Mr. Wood is alive. An ancient spell has brought him to life, and nothing can stop him. I'm sure we'll find a way. It's called a gun. You are both my slaves, he tells Liddy and Chris in his evil, raspy voice. If you don't obey me, I'll start hurting everyone in your family, the dummy threatens. You can't get rid of me, shouts Mr. Wood as he and Chris struggle on top of the stairs. Don't make me angry, I have powers. What, puking on people? That's your power. Chris and Mr. Wood tumble on the stairs, his powerful wooden hands grip tightly around her throat. Okay. If you're ever invaded by an evil dummy that tells you they have powers, get the dummy, get a car, put the dummy in front of the car, run the dummy over. Problem solved. Seriously, that easy, guys. Or sledgehammer. Also works really well. It's made of wood. It's gonna break. Okay, now we've got Slappy. Looks more like a girl there, finally. And two, Slappy. Chris and Linny manage to overcome Mr. Wood. They lock him in a suitcase. Also, good plan. You will regret this, yells the dummy from inside. The twins take the suitcase out to the construction site next door and bury it in a mound of dirt. Well, that's the end of him, says Chris. Because no one could dig it up. Cement. Cement is better for this. But they are wrong. The following morning, they find Mr. Wood sitting in the kitchen covered with dirt. Yeah. The evil dummy chases the girls from the house, but he is crushed by a steamroller at the construction site. See? Told you. Run it over. The nightmare is finally over, or is it? Liddy's dummy Slappy grabs Chris and growls, "Hey, slave, is the other dummy gone? I thought he'd never leave." Slappy looks so evil there, but he's a much better looking dummy than this one. I mean, which one would you rather meet in a dark alley? I prefer this one than this one. This one's scarier, definitely. Okay, last set of cards from this one, guys. I'm going to break this video up and do the other one separately, because this is really long. Sorry about that. Hope you're enjoying it, though. So, got this one here, and this is The Girl That Cried Monster, which was one of my favorite ones as well, because it's about libraries and librarians, and yeah. So, we've got this evil, like... Oh, I've gotten the wrong way around. We don't want to do that. I'm spoiling it. Oh, we have to do it this one first. So, we've got our librarian eating bugs turned into a monster. I kind of like the normal drawing of him just eating, like, I think it was fish or something instead. I think that's better. Okay, monstrous munchies. Lucy loves monster stories. She's always making new ones to scare her younger brother, Randy. This summer, Lucy is in the Reading Rangers program. That sounds like Power Rangers. She must read one book a week and write a book report for Mr. Mortman, the librarian. On her way home from this week's meeting, Lucy realizes that she left her rollerblades at the library. This is a crisis in the 90s, guys. How would she get home without her rollerblades? Returning to the library, Lucy slips in quietly and sees Mr. Mortman busy at his desk. But he's changed. His head is blown up like a balloon, his eyes bulge out at the stems, and his mouth has become a huge black hole. And Mr. Mortman is shoving fistfuls of live flies into his mouth, gulping them down like peanuts. What a description. Oh no, thinks Lucy. Mr. Mortman is a monster. Did we really need that line? Did we? We kind of figured out he's a monster from that. Okay, there's Mr. Mortman. Okay, next one. Oh, actually, she's really pretty in this. Look how pretty she is. She doesn't have any, like, the horrible, well, that vest. But, I was going to say, she doesn't have any of the bad 90s fashion choices the other ones do. But then we saw that vest, so it's not perfect. And I'm guessing that's the monster chasing her. And she was going to take a picture with her camera. It's too bad she didn't have a cell phone, because it would have been really easy to take a picture then. Okay, run for your life! No one believes Lucy when she says Mr. Mormon, the librarian, is a monster. They all think she's just inventing another monster story. Lucy decides to get proof. She sneaks into the library with her camera. She snaps a photo just as Mr. Mormon pops a live turtle into his mouth. Why is he eating these things alive? Why? But Lucy forgets about her automatic flash. Such a rookie mistake there. She can't spy on people. Mr. Mormon sees the bright burst of light. The monster stalks Lucy as she races through the book aisles. There's no use, she thinks. He's going to catch me. You think he catches her? I don't think he catches her. He's an awfully big guy. It would be hard for him to run between the bookshelves. Now, this is a cool card. I like this one a lot. I like this Catwoman and this guy that kind of looks like a cross between the Thing and the Hulk. That's really cool. I like him. He's really cool. And this guy looks nothing like the librarian on the cover. Nothing at all. I guess he's got the visor. We've got that cool visor, because those were really cool in the 90s as well, these visors for poker. Dinner is served. Lucy dashes from the library in the safety of her home, only to discover that her parents have invited Mr. Mormon over for dinner. Mr. Mormon arrives at Lucy's house and eyes her suspiciously. "What's for dinner?" he asks. "You are," replies Lucy's dad. Biggest plot twist ever in a Goosebumps book, seriously. Her mom and dad pounce on the librarian with their long, sharp fangs. Pop down. Okay, yeah, they both have fangs. In less than a minute, they gobble up Mr. Mormon, bones and all. Lucy and her little brother watch with glee. They see Lucy's parents are monsters themselves. As a matter of fact, so are Lucy and her little brother Randy. In a few years, they'll grow fangs of their own, too. This was like a really good plot twist at the time. I remember it being. Okay, that is the first set, guys. I'm going to stop it there because I'll be at this all night. We've still got 2 more to do. I will go through those, and these are like the nice silvery foil cards, so they should be cool. So yeah, so I will be in part 2 of this video, so if you want to see that, look for it on my channel. Should be up in a few days, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you're a Goosebumps fan, let me know which one is your favorite Goosebumps book. As you guys know, oh, it should be in here. Oh, it's only the first 12, isn't it? Darn it, we won't actually get to my favorite Goosebumps book, because my favorite is One Day at Horrorland that's not in this card set. Maybe there's a series too. I will have to check. But yeah, so what is your favorite Goosebumps book of all time? Is it included in the first 12 books? Was it part of the TV program? Let me know in the comments below. And I will see you guys later. Bye! Hi guys, Fangirling with Mel here. Just a reminder, I'm running a 200 subscriber giveaway to thank you guys for getting me this far on YouTube. If you want to enter, there will be a link either above in the little eye there or below. Either way, easy peasy. There's 4 questions to answer, and you need to do that by June the 4th at 5 o'clock UK time. And you have a chance to win the items in this box. So if you want to see more about what prizes I'm giving away or what you need to answer, go to the link below or above. I'll see you guys later. Bye!